It's Mother's Day weekend. Got two Mother's Day coming up. Tomorrow it'll be United States Mother's Day. Mexico's Mother's Day will be on Monday, always on the 10th, May 10th in Mexico. And it's the Sunday thing in the United States. It is a birthday. It's May 8th. Today is May 8th, so it's a day before the Mother's Day. We've got birthdays today. Singer Toni Tennille. She was the Tennille, the captain in Tennille. She's 81 today. Singer Jack Blanchard is 79 today. Drummer Chris Frantz of the Talking Heads, was also at the Tom Tom Club, is 70 years old today. Philip Bailey, he was a soloist and he was the lead singer for Earth, Wind and Fire, 70 years old today. Musician Billy Burnett is 68. Drummer Alex Van Halen of Van Halen, he's 68. Actor David Keith is 67. Raul Max Trujillo, he's with the Mayans MC. He's 66 today. NFL Today commentator and former NFL coach Bill Cowher. He had the Steelers. He's 64. Melissa Gilbert, the Little House on the Prairie, she's 57. Darren Hayes of Savage Garden is 49 today. Enrique Iglesias is 46 today. And John Bonamassa is 44 today. I got him on Facebook. They had no idea who he was.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns. And that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Amanda Thomas, Daniel Mares, Destiny Rogers, Leigh Daughtry, Manuel Butler. We have Maria Diaz, Miguel Martinez, Micaela Wayne, Phyllis Luttrell, Violetta Wilkins, Sandra Loya, Ruben Guzman, and Ariane Duran. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Did you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? That's why Autism Speaks is teaming up with Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Are you an HR professional, community leader, or business owner? Join us in creating a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. To learn more, visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
And it is time for the World in California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Locke Air Conditioning. And we are, I think we're ready. Tony, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Locke Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Locke Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
CBS News Brief. One of the nation's largest pipelines is forced to shut down by a cyber attack. Colonial Pipeline says it had to close 5,500 miles of pipeline, which carries 45% of the fuel supplies on the East Coast. COVID-19 cases are continuing to drop in the nation. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
We're clipping at around 2.5 million vaccines a day, and so I hope we stay there. The approval this week of 12 and older, I think, is going to make a big change. There are about 17 million kids, 12 to 15.
How worried should you be about that Chinese rocket that's set to hit the Earth at some point this weekend? CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood.
But what you have to remember is the world is 75% covered in water. In the land area, while it's very vast, there's a lot more empty land for debris to fall on than there are populated areas.
Experts say they don't know how big the piece of rocket will be or where it will land until a few hours before it re-enters the atmosphere. CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keyes.
California headline news. For the first time ever, California saw a yearly population loss. The state lost 182,000 people last year. The state lost a congressional seat for the first time ever. Sutter Health doctors and a Sacramento-based nonprofit are partnering with a medical school in India to provide medical supplies as the country grapples with a second wave of COVID-19. United Vision's international founder, Dr. Prabjit Singh.
We came up as a team with doctors from India and United States to help that common cause. And that's the whole purpose of our fundraiser to help that crisis in India.
Northern California saw a 4.7 magnitude earthquake yesterday that rattled the tourist town of Truckee. 88-year-old Darlene De Jesus was 56 miles away in Grass Valley.
It was pretty scary. It was like I thought somebody ran into the house. It was not a rolling earthquake feel. It was a bump.
Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And World California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
It's all about the nose. It's your air filter, the first line of defense against bacteria and viruses. If too many germs get stuck in your nose, guess what? You get sick. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like washing your hands. Now there's a better way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself. It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, bacteria, and viruses. At Navage.com, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath, Target, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
We could all use a little extra hope. CalHope offers free tips and tools to help manage COVID-19 stress and anxiety. Call our warm line at 1-833-317-4673 to talk with someone who can help. Hope lives in California, in our businesses, schools, and homes, in our people, and in our shared hope for the future, one where we can all safely come together again. Visit calhope.org or call 1-833-317-4673. Hope lives here.
It is page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with two locations in the valley, in Brawley at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and in El Centro on Imperial Avenue right next to Food for Less. Numbers are relatively stable, COVID-19 numbers. They were released yesterday morning. The updated numbers are released by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest figures, there are 112 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. 14 of those are hospitalized. 6 are in intensive care. There are 4 ICU beds available in the county. Positivity rate is at 8.72%. New cases per day per 100,000 population is at 6.63. There have now been 114,130 vaccines administered in the county. 47,631 are fully vaccinated. 66,299 are partially vaccinated. For information on vaccination availability, go to the state website at myturn.com or vaccinefinder.org. A man rescued Thursday morning, another one. The man was found in the Jacumba Wilderness region near Ocotillo. El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents made the rescue at around 3:20 Thursday morning. Agents were notified a call had been received from a man left behind by smugglers. The caller said he had spent a couple of days in the mountains and was in need of some water. El Centro Station's Mountain Disrupt Unit, along with air support, began the search. They used coordinates obtained from the lost individual's cell phone. They found the individual at around 8:30 Thursday morning. The individual was checked, and it was determined he was not in need of medical attention. He was transported to the El Centro processing station, where it was determined the individual was a Mexican national and had entered the U.S. illegally. He was processed and deported back to Mexico. Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol has successfully rescued 113 individuals lost or in distress. We'll have more in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Kettle-shaped packages. It seems to be a trend now. They were found in Klexco. 4 packages found Wednesday night about a mile east of the Klexco West Port of Entry. The kettle ball-shaped packages were taken to the Klexco Border Patrol station where they tested positive for methamphetamine. The packages weighed a total of 4.10 pounds with an estimated value of $11,275. Second incident occurred early Thursday morning. Border Patrol agent working in downtown Klexco was notified by a Mexicali police officer that he had apprehended a man throwing an object over the international border fence into the United States. Agents searched the area and found a bag with containing 2 kettleball-shaped packages. The bag and the packages were taken to the Klexco station where those packages tested positive for methamphetamine as well. Packages weighed less than a pound with an estimated value of $2,172. Both incidents, the packages were turned over to the Drug Enforcement Administration. City Council meeting has a surprise. It was the Klexco City Council meeting this week. Klexco Mayor Rosie Ariola Fernandez was served notice. A recall effort was underway. A group called Klexco Needs Change is behind the effort. The mayor has 7 days to respond to the notice from the date that it was originally served. The group must gather a certain number of signatures from registered voters before the recall qualifies for a vote. Ariola Fernandez was elected to the city council in 2018. She was surrounded in controversy following 2 DUI incidents. The group says they are also upset by the city council and the council's lack of action on an eviction moratorium during the pandemic. Last year, Klexco Needs Change began calling for the mayor's resignation. She has not commented publicly on the recall notice or the group's demand that she resign. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less and in Brawley on Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
Kxo AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. Yuma Airport, the best in Arizona. The announcement was made this week. It was at the Arizona Airport Association's annual spring conference. It was a virtual event. During the awards banquet, Arizona Department of Transportation's Aeronautics Group selected Yuma International Airport as the 2020 Airport of the Year. Decision was based on its accomplishments in the area of community relations, airport management, airport maintenance activities, and innovative activities and programs implemented at the airport. Specific recognition was given for its aviation advocacy, economic development, community outreach, and airport management. Board of Supervisors this week proclaimed May as Mental Health Awareness Month for 2021. A board said the county and the Imperial County Behavioral Health Services celebrate the month in order to recognize the positive mental health is essential to the overall quality of life and well-being of the people across the Imperial County. They say nearly 44 million American adults and millions of children experience mental health conditions each year, including depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and most post-traumatic stress. Living through the COVID-19 pandemic, recent high-profile gun violence killings and racially motivated assaults has heightened the stress and the trauma faced by many, adding to the numbers of people struggling with mental health challenges. Mental Health Awareness Month is a nationwide effort to address and overcome the stigma associated with mental health needs. To help promote the special month, you can wear green on Wednesdays at lime green or a green ribbon. You can wear those every day of the month. Visit Behavioral Health's international booth at the Imperial Valley Mall and or attend their drive-through event at 202 North 8th Street in El Centro on May 26th from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. And the County Public Works Department says road work is planned next week. Forester Road from Ayton Road to Evan Hughes Highway will be closed from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. Both days. You got to find an alternate route. Road maintenance is the cause of the closure, and they expect it to take 2 days. That's Forester Road between Ayton Road and Evan Hughes Highway. Got your weather coming up next.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 62. Wind gusts overnight up to 29 miles per hour. National Weather Service says dry conditions and generally clear skies will prevail over the next several days as a weak weather system stalls out well north of our region. Temperatures through early next week are forecast to be slightly above normal, while daytime breezy conditions will be common, especially on Sunday and Monday. Warmer temperatures for the latter half of next week are expected as daytime highs are likely to top the 100-degree mark across the lower deserts by Wednesday or Thursday. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 96. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 65. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 97. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 63 degrees, 46% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Klexco. Air quality is moderate at both monitoring stations in Mexicali. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the local weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is sports time. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball. Yesterday, the Giants beat the Padres, and it was only appropriate because the game was played at Giant Stadium, and Giant Stadium celebrated Willie Mays' 90th birthday with a special ceremony before and all during the game. Giants finally wrapped up the game by beating the Padres 5-4. It was the Angels over the Dodgers, big time, 9-2. Cubs beat the Pirates 3-2. Red Sox over the Orioles 6-2. It was the Nationals over the Yankees 11-4. Diamondbacks and the Mets went 10 innings. Mets won the game 5-4. Reds over the Cleveland Indians by a score of 3-0. That was a no-hitter, the fourth no-hitter of the year. The Marlins beat the Brewers 6-1. Twins got by the Tigers 7-3. It was the Phillies over the Braves 12-2. Mariners got by the Rangers 5-4. White Sox beat the Royals 3-0. It was the Astros over the Blue Jays 10-4. Colorado beat the Rockies, another shutout, 5-0. And the Athletics over the Rays by a score of 2-1. NBA scores. We'll have them in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Klexco and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the NBA, is it a Lakers collapse? Well, officials say it's not a collapse, not completely, but it is a stumble, a big stumble. Lakers have fallen to a 7th in the West, but they have some hope. They have hope in Anthony Davis's big night. They show that could indicate something good to happen. The Trailblazers last night beat the Lakers 106-101. 76ers beat the Pelicans 109-107. Bulls beat the Celtics by a score of 121-99. It was the Hornets over the Magic 122-112. Heat beat the Timberwolves 121-112. Bucks over the Rockets 141-133. That's a lot of scoring. Mavericks over the Cavaliers 110-90. Jazz beat the Nuggets 127-120. It was the Suns over the Knicks 128-105. And the Spurs, they beat the Kings by a score of 113-104. In golf, Phil Mickelson, you'll remember when it started at Wells Fargo, he shot a 64, was on top of the leaderboard. He's not there anymore. He shot a 75 yesterday. That put him 3 shots behind the leaders at Wells Fargo. Slumping Rory McIlroy, he has rebounded. He shot a 66 and is in the hunt at Wells Fargo. Defending champ Steve Striker joins a 4-way tie to top the region's tradition leaderboard. And in women's golf, Patty has surged. She is into the lead at the halfway stage in Thailand. In tennis, Sophia Kenin, she fired her dad. He's not her coach anymore. Just ahead of the French Open, Sophia Kenin said she is putting together a new technical team. And at the Madrid Open, Rafael Nadal has been eliminated. He lost in straight sets. And Cincinnati Reds, I think we told you, when Wade Miley, he confounded Cleveland for 2021's 4th no-hitter. That was pitched yesterday. Is the hitting worse or is the pitching better? Who knows? Zion Williamson is out indefinitely with a fractured finger as the Pelicans blame the injury on officiating. It's all their fault. And last week, the Angels released Albert Pujols. Tony La Russa, who used to be his coached him a long time in the Cardinals, says that Albert Pujols is one of the best players ever, but he just no room for him at the White Sox. The White Sox lineup leaves no fit for his ex-slugger. And that's it. That's a look at sports. You've been listening to a Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
to coast. This is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And we've got your financial news and weather. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 Index on Friday both finished at new records on the same day for the first time in about 3 weeks, while the NASDAQ outperformed as technology stocks led the charge. Below forecast, April non-farm payrolls report was viewed as supporting the views that central bankers in the U.S. will keep monetary policy accommodative for an extended period. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 229.23 points to 37,777.76, a gain of 0.7%, establishing an intraday record high at 34,811.39. It posted its 24th record close of 2021. S&P 500 index added 30.98 points, or 0.7%, to end at 4232.60, carving out its own intraday all-time high at 4238.04. NASDAQ Composite Index gained 119.39 points to about 13,752.24, a gain of 0.9%. For the week, the Dow ended up at 2.7%, snapping a 2-week losing streak as the S&P 500 rose 1.2% for the week, marking its second straight gain, while the NASDAQ Composite booked a weekly gain, or a weekly slump, that is, of 1.5%, representing its third consecutive weekly skid. Your weather right here. The high temperature yesterday, 97 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 62. Wind gusts overnight up to 29 miles per hour. Expect sunny skies today. Highs right near 96. West to southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 65. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 97. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 63. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Sunny on Monday. Highs right near 94. Winds will be calm, becoming southwest at around 5 miles per hour. And right now, we are looking at 63 degrees, 46% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality moderate in Klexco and in Mexicali. Mexicali at both the monitoring stations in Mexicali. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. We are coming up on 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we got CBS News, 6 minutes of news and information on the way.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Ellison Keys in Washington. A company that carries some 45% of the fuel supplies on the East Coast says it was temporarily forced to shut down over a cyber attack with ransomware. Colonial Pipeline carries gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel from the Gulf Coast to New York's harbor and major airports. At least 25 people, including students, have been killed in a bombing at a girls' school outside of Kabul. This since U.S. forces began pulling out a week ago. COVID-19 cases are down, and the FDA is expected to approve the shot for some children next week. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus.
12 and older, I think, is going to make a big change. There are about 17 million kids, 12 to 15.
Pfizer is also expected to seek emergency use for kids as young as 2 in September. CBS's Janet Shamlian spoke to one woman who allowed her toddler to get a shot.
Pediatric organ transplant surgeon Tao Galvan got her 16-month-old son Nathan vaccinated, the first child under 2 to get the Pfizer shot, in a study run by Texas Children's Hospital, where she works.
You were concerned about putting him in the trial, but you did so anyway. Why? So having understood the data and the science and the risks involved, we felt that the benefits far outweighed the risks. And so that was why the decision was clearer for me.
Nathan was given 1/10 of an adult dose.
The world is holding its breath as a large portion of a Chinese rocket is set to crash to Earth.
A Chinese rocket booster is headed toward Earth, but no one knows what will happen when it hits the Earth's atmosphere or where it will land. New NASA Chief Bill Nelson.
Do I like the fact that there's a big rocket that's uncontrolled coming down and threatening human life and property? Of course I don't.
Nelson says one thing he knows.
Space debris is a serious problem.
The former Florida senator says he was vocal when China did a test years ago that blew up one of their satellites.
And it was like crickets. Where was the objection? Well, this senator was on the floor of the Senate, raising Cain.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki has said that the U.S. is committed to addressing the risks of growing congestion due to space debris and growing activity in space. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Republicans say extended unemployment benefits are keeping people from returning to work after a disappointing jobs report, but CBS Business News analyst Jill Schlesinger says,
if somebody can make more money by being home and collecting unemployment and taking care of their families, that's a smart economic decision. And it may force restaurants and some of the other areas of the economy to really pick up the wages.
Only 266,000 jobs were added last month. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
At Boot Barn, we believe that the cowboy boot is an American icon. Today's boots are not only rooted in history, but are enhanced with modern technology features for the working cowboy. Ariat boots are built with advanced technology that provides the comfort and support of a high-performance athletic shoe, yet still has the functionality and durability of the iconic cowboy boot. And at Boot Barn, we carry over 250,000 pairs of Ariat boots nationwide. Ariat at Boot Barn.
These days, physical distance can keep us safe and healthy, but emotional distance can strain relationships, especially if drugs or alcohol are involved. If substance use or addiction is creating a barrier between you and your child, you may feel alone, and you may not know where to turn, but we're here to help you and your family. Partnership to End Addiction offers free resources, guidance, and support just a click away. To End Addiction, start with connection. To learn more, reach out to us at drugfree.org.
Theme parks in Florida are cutting back on COVID-19 rules.
5 days after Florida Governor Ron DeSantis did this,
I'm going to suspend, under my executive power, the local emergency orders as it relates to COVID.
Walt Disney World will no longer take cast members' temperatures and will stop doing the same with park goers a week from tomorrow. Universal Orlando has already stopped taking temperatures, and it's reduced social distancing guidelines from 6 to 3 feet. While official government mandates are history here, businesses can still enforce their own mask mandates and protocols. But the governor says they can't require anybody to produce a so-called vaccine passport. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Heads up, space fans, especially if you live in eastern states like New Jersey. NASA's set to launch a rocket from its Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia for a special space experiment. It was scrapped last night. Now it's scheduled for around 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Allison Keys, CBS News.
I'm Joel Clark, a Select Quote agent, with a true story that could save you hundreds of dollars a year. A woman named Linda just called. Her husband, Ray, has a group life insurance policy, but is changing jobs and he can't take it with him. Well, I went to work and found Ray, who's 40 and takes medication to control his high blood pressure, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. That's way more coverage for a lot less than what he was paying. If SelectQuote didn't shop for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote and to find out how much you can save, call 1-800-206-9977. That's 1-800-206-9977. 1-800-206-9977. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Gentlemen, I would like to introduce
George Gale.
I got style, I'm cultured, I'm sophisticated.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230